afternoon, everybody, and welcome to KHK Martial Arts Intro to Taekwondo. And today is Class 5. Again, my name is Grandmaster Wahlbon, and we're working on some basics on Taekwondo that we teach here at our school at KHK Martial Arts. Remember, if you're interested in classes, we are enrolling new students right now, and if you've watched this series in its entirety, including next Thursday, including Thursday's class, Class 6, then when you come in and sign up, then we have a special treat for you. You will get your birthday month for free. So whatever month your birthday is, you'll get that whole month of Taekwondo for free just for watching this 6-part series. Okay, so I hope you have some fun. Let's bow in and then we'll get started. Remember, feet together, hands by your side, Chayut, and Kinye. Good job. All right, we're gonna talk a little bit about the Korean words. Does anybody remember what we talked about last week? We called our school a what? Dojang. That's right. So where we practice our Taekwondo is called a dojang, and what I'm wearing, or our uniform, our martial arts uniform, in Korean is called a dobok. Remember that, okay? Dobok is my uniform. So I wear my dobok in my dojang, and we practice Taekwondo. So today we're going to talk about 2 new words, very important words, thank you and you're welcome. So thank you in Korean is a 4-syllable word, 감사합니다. That's actually 5, my fault. 감사합니다 is thank you in Korean. And you're welcome is 시원만요, okay? You're welcome. So those are a little bit difficult, but remember you can rewind these videos and look at the words on the screen. They're written in English, how they kind of sound in purple, and then the actual Korean word is in orange right below it. So thank you and you're welcome. So 감사합니다 for watching our class today. All right? Okay, so we're going to review our stances. Everybody remember what we talked about with our stances? We have 4 basic stances that we teach our white belts. Our first one is our parallel stance, our ready stance, where our feet are together, our hands are in front of our belt, in tight fist, ready to go. Our body is still at attention. We're really focused and ready to go, right? So this is our ready stance, parallel ready stance, and when we go to this position, most of the time you'll hear us say the word 준비. That means go to our parallel ready stance, right? Or whatever ready stance we're starting with. Our front stance. Everybody remember our front stance? So our feet are on 2 railroad tracks. So one foot is in front of the other, 4 foot lengths long. So if I'm sideways this way, my front foot, if we go from our heel to our toe, where our toe was, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we bend our front knee so that we can't see our toes. Hands up in a guard position. Our belt knot is facing forward. Our shoulders are facing forward like we're pushing a car uphill. So this is our front stance. 60% of our weight is on our front leg, which means most of our weight is going forward. It's on this front leg, so if we need to, we can really launch off the ground and go forward really hard and really, really fast. Our front stance. Remember, our feet need to stay parallel and shoulder width apart. That's why we use the analogy of a railroad track. So one foot is on one side, one foot is on the other side of the track, and we run our legs in a straight line forwards and backwards. Front stance. Okay? Our back stance. Our feet start in an L position. Back stance is 3 foot lengths long. So we start here 1, heel to toe, 2, heel to toe, 3. Both knees are bent. Most of our weight's on this back leg. If I do it sideways, 1, 2, 3. Both knees bent, and our weight shifts onto our back leg. So you should feel a lot of work back here on this back quad. Hands are up in a guard, and you'll notice my belt is kind of off at a 45-degree angle. So I'm not really sideways, and I'm not facing directly the direction I want to be going. My belt is off to the side about 45 degrees. And you'll notice my lead hand is in front of my back hand, so my shoulders are pointing the same direction as my belt knot, right? That's our back stance. Then our last stance is our sitting stance. Our sitting stance, same distance apart, 4 foot lengths usually, roughly about the same as our front stance. So if our parallel stance is here, we are roughly 2 feet wide in our parallel stance. If we go 2 more feet wide and then point our toes out just a little bit, that's a good position for our sitting stance. Old older people will know this used to be called our horse riding stance. So when I was growing up, we were in a horse riding stance. It must have been a pretty big fat horse. All right, so we want to bend our knees, get our legs working right here, really feel our quads working, hands up in our guard. Our shoulders are still facing the same direction as our belt knot. Okay, so those are our 4 stances. Parallel ready, front stance, back stance, right, sideways one more time, and our sitting stance or horse riding stance. And I'm going to do this sideways too so you can see my back. Remember that we don't want to lean forward and be in front of our knees. We want our weight going down through our toes. We want our back as straight as possible though, and just kind of squatting with our legs. Sitting stance. Awesome. Good. All right. So we're going to get our bodies moving now. We're going to start in our back stance, and we're going to do some kick combinations using a couple of the kicks that we have learned. So we're going to use our front kick with our front leg. So we're going to do a lead leg, or what we call at our school a number 1. Our lead leg is our number 1 leg, and we're going to do a lead leg front kick. Then we're going to take our back leg, which is our number 2 leg, and we're going to swing it around in that half circle. Anybody remember what kick that was called? Right? Crescent kick. Okay, so we're going to bring it all the way around in a half circle and bring it all the way around. So we're going to go front kick, then we're going to bring our back leg, swing it up and around, crescent kick. And we're going to do that 10 times, all right? So let's put our left leg in front, our right leg behind, hands up to guard. So we're going to try and keep our body as still as we can. We're going to really use our belly muscles and our leg muscles, and we're not going to try and use our head and our shoulders to try and guide our balance. We're going to try and tighten up everything here and keep it nice and still. If you stumble a little bit, that's okay. That's what we're learning, is balance and control. Here we go. Hana, front kick, crescent kick. Good. Dual, front kick, crescent kick. Set, net, dasa. And remember, you can yell on the end of that crescent kick if you want to let the air out. When we yell, it allows us to take some air in and breathe, and we need to be breathing in order to use our muscles quickly like we want to. All right, we've done 5. Let's speed it up just a little bit and try and do the last 5 just a little bit quicker. Here we go. 6. Yasa. Ilgo. Yodo. And yo. Good job. Now switch feet. Now you notice when I switched my feet, I didn't just kind of and switch my feet. I was ready to go, and then I jumped to the other side, and I'm ready to go. We want to be ready to go all the time when we're practicing. Okay, hands up. Our right leg should be in front. Remember, front kick with our lead leg. Our back leg is coming up, swinging in a big circle, making that crescent kick. Okay, first 5 we're going to do kind of slow. Then we're going to speed it up just a little bit. Here we go. Ready? Hana. Dual. Set. Net. Dasa. Yasa. Little faster. Ilgo. Yodo. Up. And yo. Good job, Butto. Relax. All right. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. When we're trying to get our air quickly between exercises, it's really good to try and regulate your breathing. Teaching a class, talking to a camera, it's pretty tough. It's kind of hard to get your breath to slow down in order to get some rest, but you need to try and focus on breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, taking as deep a breaths as possible so that your muscles can get as much oxygen as they can for the next exercise. Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to kind of change that up a little bit, and instead of doing a crescent kick, we're going to do a side kick. Okay, so we're going to have to Pick up our lead leg still. We're gonna front kick with our front leg. Then we're gonna turn all the way around so our belt faces the opposite direction. And we're gonna throw a side kick. Then we're gonna put our side kick leg down in front. Okay, so we're gonna do that again. Our lead leg is going to do a front kick. Then we're gonna spin all the way around, pull our knee in, side kick. Set it down right in front. Then we'll just switch back to the other foot. Here we go. We're gonna do 10 on each side. Same thing as the last drill. So we're gonna go 5, nice and smooth and controlled. And then we're gonna do 5, kind of speed it up just a little bit so we can get our body used to moving as quickly as we can. Here we go. Front kick, number 1 front kick, number 2 side kick. Here we go. Hana. Front kick, side kick. Set it down in front. Do. Front, side. Switch, step back, set. Front, side. Step back, net. Toss up. Good, now let's speed it up a little bit. Remember, when we're doing our front kicks, when we're bringing them back, we want our knee to stay up so that we can place it down where we want to so that our body still stays in balance, okay? Here we go. Yasa, front kick, side kick, step back. Ilgo. Dia. Yell on that side kick. Godo. Dia. Up. And yo. Yeah. Good job. And switch feet. All right. So everybody has a good side and a bad side. This is my bad side. I had surgery on this leg last July. It's still not 100% healed, but I'm going to do the best I can. I'm still working on my rehab. So I'm almost like you guys that are watching right now. I'm almost a beginner again, having to turn my foot, making sure I stay balanced for that side kick, trying to train my muscles to work like they used to. Okay, so if you see me stumble, that's okay. If you stumble, that's all right. We're trying to get better. Here we go. Lead leg front kick, number 1 front kick, back leg or number 2 side kick. Here we go, ready, Hana, front, side, set it down, good, step back, dual, front, side, ooh. Set it down, set. Good job. Net. Keep it going. Yell on that side kick if you want to. Dasa. Awesome. Here we go. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. Yasa. Front. Side. Set it down. Ilga. Front. Side. Yodo. Front. Side. Aha. Good job. Last one. Y'all. Awesome. Botto, relax. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Catch your breath while we're talking about our couple of new moves we've got before we work on Chon Gi. Okay, so we're going to teach you 2 new moves today. We're going to work on the palm heel strike, which uses this part of our hand. What we want to do is we want to tighten our fingers down, tuck our thumb in, and hit with the bottom part of our hand right behind our arm bone. So that's giving us our force. Sort of like our punches in a straight line. Just opening it up and letting that palm heel strike. Okay, so we're gonna get in our sitting stance. So this takes a little bit more hand coordination because we're gonna chamber our hand, we're not gonna use straight out, just like our punch. We're gonna chamber that palm heel, not the way it's striking, just like our punch is, upside down. We're gonna hold our palm heel upside down. Every time we strike, we have to close that hand, open the other one so that it can strike. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 palm heel strikes. Let's put our right hand out, left hand by our side, fingers down towards the floor, aim the palm of your hand forward, and strike forward. Ready? Hana. 1, close it, open the other hand. 2, close it, open the other hand. Set. Net. Remember, close the chamber, open the other hand, Dasa. Yasa. Yoga. Yodo. Close, open, up. Close, open the other hand, and yo. Good. So that's our palm heel strike. So palm heels can go forward like a punch. They can go sideways. They can go upwards. They can go pretty much any direction you can punch. You can throw a palm heel as well. All right? Okay, so there's our new strike. Our kick today is we're going to work on our round kick. Round kick. So a round kick is basically a sideways front kick. So remember how we lifted up our knee this way and we kicked out in front? We're still going to do the same thing, but we're going to be sideways with that. So we have to lift up our knee and pull our heel to our booty and then do our front kick motion sideways, pull it right back, and then set it down. So the hard part about this is trying to keep our shoulder and our hip and our knee in as straight as line as possible. So if we come up like this, we're really kind of chambering more like a side kick. And then when I go to kick and throw my round kick's going to go off to the side somewhere. So I want my kick to hit right in front of me where my target is. So I actually have to start my knee back here somewhere. So when I finish my kick, everything's in a straight line. The part of the foot that we strike with is the ball of our foot. Remember, the exact same part that we use in our front kicks. The big bone right behind our big toe. All right, so we're just gonna throw a couple lead leg side kicks. We're gonna throw 5 on each side. So everybody, let's stick our right leg in front first. So we're gonna go ahead and cheat our stance. This position is gonna use the same pivot that we did with our side kicks. So we're gonna turn our base foot so that's pointing the opposite way so we can get a good balance point. We're gonna lift up our knee straight up towards the sky, but instead of our foot being below our knee, our foot is gonna be behind our booty. All right, so if you wanna lead a hand out like this, you can, just to kind of keep your straight line and make sure everything doesn't pass that. If not, just keep your hands up and look in between your hands and look at that target and try and pull your knee back and then through. So chamber for that round kick, kick through. 1, just like that. Good. We're gonna do 5. Here we go. With a hana, all right? Dual. Good. Set. Net. Dasat. So you'll notice I was trying to really keep my knee will pass by a little bit, but I'm trying to keep my knee from going too far over to the other side, because if that happens, then I start to fall that direction, and I'm trying to pull it back really quick so I can throw 3 or 4 or 5 or 15 of them. We want to be here. Boom. Whoa, lose my balance. Boom. Boom. Right? So you want to be able to keep that leg up. So if we control our knee, then we can kick as many times as we want to. All right, let's switch our feet. Let's make sure our back foot's pointing away from us a little bit. Remember, our toes are trying to point the opposite direction. Our lead knee is coming up. Our heel is by our booty, coming across just like our front kick. So here we go, just pull it back. Oh, this is not my good leg. Here we go, pull it back, kick, and then set it down. All right, we're gonna do 5. Here we go. Hana. Dual. Set. Net. And remember, you guys can be yelling on this kick. Last one, dasa. Good job. Baro. All right, so that is our round kick. So we've learned today palm heel strike and a round kick. So we have gone through Chon Gi. We have done 3 sections. So we are going to do the 4th section, and then next class we're going to do the last section, which only has 3 moves in it, and put it all together, and you will know the whole complete form for our white belt level, trying to go up to yellow belt level. So everybody remember what blocks we use? We use our low block, right, and our outside block. All right, so we're making sure that it's out and away, making a muscle 90 degrees. Low block is going down, protecting our belly, right? And then we're punching. So after every block, we're gonna step and throw a punch, okay? The low blocks on the first half are in front stances. The outside blocks in the second half are in back stances, and the punches are all in front stances. So we'll go slow for this first time through, and then if you've gone through every class with us, we should be pretty good. We can kind of speed it up a little bit at the end, all right? So Chon Gi, we're in parallel ready stance. Look to your left, turn your left hand on top, step into that front stance and low block. Raise that hand up a little bit, step and punch. Good, remember, we've got to turn the direction over the shoulder that just punched, so if you get confused, you can use your blinker, turn around, chamber that low block, and low block with your right hand. Now step and punch. Remember, when our left hand is punching, how many walls we have to turn? Just one, 90 degrees. We turn one wall, low block, straight towards me. Now step and punch. Good. When our right hand is punching, how many walls do we have to turn? We've got to turn two. So two walls, 180 degrees. We're going to turn all the way around, low block. And this is move 8, so we're going to step, punch, and yell, Kia! On this move. Now we changed our outside block. Chamber our outside block underneath, thumb away from us, so that we can twist in that back stance, and outside block. Now chamber that hand out in front, step and punch. This is movement number 10. So our right hand is punching. How many walls do we have to turn? We have to turn 2, 180 degrees. Here we go. Turn, outside block. Chamber that hand straight in front, step and punch. Okay, now we've got 4 more moves. Pretty similar to the beginning, right? So our left hand is punching. How many walls do we turn? 1 wall. 90-degree turn. We're going to chamber that hand underneath with our thumb away from us. So you can see the opening of my hand away. So we're going to turn to the back. We're going to go into our back stance and outside block. Now we're going to chamber that hand out in front of us. We're going to step and punch. Now we have to turn. Our right hand is punching. How far we got to go? 180 degrees, 2 walls. That means we're going to come all the way back to the front. Thumb away, back stance, outside block. And step and punch. And baro. Good job. So that's movements 1 through 16 of Chon Gi. Chon Gi has 19 movements. So next class we'll finish it up with the last 3 and we'll put it all together, and then you will know the complete first form in Taekwondo, in our style of Taekwondo. Okay? Alright, so we're going to do that again. So remember, if our right hand is punching, we're going to turn 2 walls. If our left hand is punching, we're just going to turn 1 wall. So that kind of helps us know which way we're going to go. If we do 8 moves at a time, we just pretend that when we do our punch and yell, that's now the front, and we do the exact same turns as we just did at the beginning, but facing the opposite direction. I know that seems a little bit weird, but when we get to that punch, you'll notice we're going to block again with our left hand, and then we're going to punch the same way. So if we turned around, it would be the same movements we did at the beginning, okay? So remember, left hand starting first, Chon Gi, parallel ready. I'm going to count. I want you guys to follow with me with the moves. I'm not going to say each move. I'm just going to count. You guys do the moves, okay? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kill, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good, baro. So, if that was a little bit too fast, remember you can always rewind and watch this show again and continue to practice till you can get at full speed. So, we're going to do it full speed now. I want you just to follow along. I'm still going to count. Hopefully that the names of the moves that you're supposed to do are still going to come up on screen. If it's not exactly in time, don't worry. You kind of understand how we're going. It's pretty much block, punch, 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 block, punch. Okay? All right, here we go. Chon Gi. So let's get as close to full speed as possible. We don't want to go super fast, but we want our moves to be fast, and we want to be able to show our instructors that we know what stance and how everything's supposed to work. All right, here we go. Ready? 시작. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kill! 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good job, Baro. All right, that was Chon Gi. First 16 moves, just 3 more to go. Okay, so we have covered a lot today. So let's kind of cool down and let our bodies stay warmed up. The muscles stay loose and warmed up, but cool down our breathing, cool down to everything else. Let it go down slowly so we can kind of hold our flexibility that we've gained, hold our techniques, hold our muscle strength. So we're just gonna kind of like let our legs slowly spread apart. We're gonna continue to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth, and we're just gonna make circles with our body. So let's just go all the way back as far as we can and make circles with our body. So it's kind of hard like this, unless you're super, super flexible. You'll be a little bit off balance because our legs are wide. So we're still kind of working our body, but we're letting it cool off at the same time. So we're going to spin around the other direction. Keep those hips nice and loose, especially for those round kicks and those crescent kicks. We want our hip flexors to be as loose as we can, and our leg muscles to be as strong as we can, and our belly muscles. We're doing lots of push-ups, lots of sit-ups every day. Yes, if you are, then that's making your core stronger, right? Let's hold our hands up over our head, and let's just try and push towards the ceiling. Push towards the ceiling, hold those arms up. Really stretch out your shoulders. Try not to slouch. Almost have a little bit of an arch. Not too much. We're still going up. Shoulders back. Good. Remember last class we worked on keeping our hands up and in little circles. That helps keep our guard up like this. So there's all these little exercises we do are training our muscles to be able to do things when we not want to use them, so that it becomes automatic and we don't have to think, oh, my hands need to be here. Okay, so all this stuff will help. It may not seem like it does, but it will. So we're gonna close off with just one more little thing. We're gonna try and balance on one foot for, let's say, we'll count to 10 seconds, okay? So I'm gonna do my bad foot first, so I can really focus on it. So we're gonna lift up, we're gonna make sure our leg is relaxed, and we're just gonna hold our other leg up. If you can hold your hands up to guard, that's awesome. Let's just count to 10 and stay as still as we can. Hana, du, set, net, dasa, yasat, ilgop, yodu, ahap, yo. Awesome. And then the other foot, last one, here we go. Hana, du, set, net, dasa, yasa, ilgop, yodu, ahap, and y'all. Good job. All right. So here at KHK Martial Arts, we've been talking about this. We have our 5 C's. Everybody remember our 5 C's? Character, courtesy, control, courage, and today we're going to talk about community. Community. So community means a lot of things, not just where we live, like our neighborhood or our town that we live. Community can actually be an action word, just like jump or run or anything like that. So I like to define the word community in the way like this. So I share with others that don't have and need something that I have and don't need. So we all can show community. I'm sure all of you guys show community at school all the time. You let your classmates borrow a piece of paper. How many of you asked for that piece of paper back? No one wants a piece of paper with somebody else's homework on it back, right? We just give them that piece of paper because we have an extra piece and they need a piece, right? So that's showing community. So if you have food that you can share, then you share that food with somebody that doesn't have any. That's showing community. So community means to share with those that need and don't have something that you have and don't need. Okay? So those are our 5 C's. So next week we're going to talk about all 5 of those together. But that will finish up our show for today. Please remember, if you'd like to help out the school and sponsor us a little bit, you can go to the hereforgoodtn.com, order a t-shirt. Proceeds from these sales will help out this local school. And remember, we're taking live enrollments right now, so you can enroll in classes. Even though we're not in class fully, we do have classes online, just like this, for our regular students. And if you've watched this intro series, remember, you get your birthday month for free if you sign up. Okay, so please tell your parents that you're interested. Let us know. Give us a call. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. All right, feet together, hands by your side. Chariot. Kenye. Good job. And what was our thank you word? Kamsahamnida. Kamsahamnida for watching class. And I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time.